Loneliness, a feeling that many of us have experienced at some point in our lives. It's that deep sense of isolation, even when we're surrounded by people. But what exactly is loneliness, and why does it matter? Loneliness is an emotional response to perceived social isolation. It's more than just being alone. It's about feeling disconnected from others. This feeling can have serious consequences on our mental and physical health. The dangerous symptoms of loneliness. 1. Depression. People who feel chronically lonely are more likely to experience deep and persistent sadness, a lack of interest in activities they once enjoyed, and an overall sense of hopelessness. This can lead to severe mental health issues and can even result in suicidal thoughts or behaviors if not addressed. For instance, a person who once loved painting might stop picking up a brush, feeling that their efforts are meaningless without anyone to share them with. Over time, these feelings can become overwhelming, making it difficult to see any light at the end of the tunnel. 2. Anxiety. When we're lonely, we often feel more vulnerable and stressed. This constant state of worry can lead to anxiety disorders, where the individual feels overwhelmed by fear and tension. Imagine being in a crowded room but feeling like you're invisible, constantly worrying about what others think or fearing judgment. This can create a vicious cycle as anxiety further isolates individuals, making their loneliness even worse. It's like being trapped in a fog that you can't find your way out of. 3. Cardiovascular issues. Beyond mental health, loneliness also significantly impacts our physical well-being. It raises the risk of cardiovascular issues. Studies have shown that lonely individuals often have higher blood pressure and heart rates, which can lead to heart disease and other serious conditions. The chronic stress associated with loneliness triggers the release of stress hormones like cortisol, which over time can damage the heart and blood vessels. Imagine your body being in a constant state of fight or flight, which overworks your heart and blood vessels, leading to long-term damage. 4. Immune system weakening. Over time, the stress from loneliness can weaken our immune system. When we're under constant stress, our body's ability to fight off illnesses is compromised, making us more susceptible to infections and diseases. This means lonely people might find themselves getting sick more often, taking longer to recover. For example, someone who feels isolated may notice they catch colds more frequently and have a harder time shaking off common illnesses. 5. Cognitive decline. Loneliness doesn't just stop there. It can impair our cognitive functions, leading to memory problems and a higher risk of dementia. Social interaction is crucial for keeping our brains active and engaged. Without it, our cognitive abilities can decline, leading to difficulties with memory, learning, and decision-making. For instance, a study found that seniors who regularly interacted with others performed better on cognitive tests compared to those who were socially isolated. 6. Sleep disorders. When we feel isolated, it can be hard to relax and get a good night's sleep. This might result in insomnia, where you have trouble falling or staying asleep, or fragmented sleep, where the quality of sleep is poor. Poor sleep can further impact our health, leading to fatigue, irritability, and even more severe health issues over time. Imagine lying in bed, your mind racing with thoughts of isolation, unable to find the peace needed to rest. 7. Increased mortality risk. One of the most alarming symptoms of chronic loneliness is its link to increased mortality risk. Research shows that loneliness can shorten our lifespan, with effects comparable to smoking 15 cigarettes a day or being obese. This stark statistic underscores just how critical it is to address loneliness. It's a silent killer that can be as dangerous as other well-known health risks. 8. The impact on relationships. When someone feels lonely, they might become withdrawn and less willing to engage with others, which can strain existing relationships. They might misinterpret social interactions negatively, leading to misunderstandings and conflicts. For instance, a simple comment from a friend might be perceived as a slight, leading to unnecessary tension. This isolation can create a barrier that makes it even harder to form new connections or maintain healthy relationships. Over time, this can lead to a vicious cycle where the fear of rejection and further isolation compounds the loneliness. So, how can we address loneliness? Building meaningful connections is key. Engage in activities that foster social interaction, like joining clubs, taking classes, or volunteering. These activities can help you meet new people and build a sense of community. For example, joining a local sports team or a book club can provide regular opportunities to connect with others over shared interests. Sometimes, seeking professional help from therapists or counselors can make a significant difference. They can provide strategies to cope with loneliness, help improve your social skills, and address any underlying mental health issues that might be contributing to your sense of isolation. Therapy can offer a safe space to explore feelings of loneliness and develop healthier coping mechanisms. It's also important to practice self-compassion and take care of your own well-being. Engage in activities that make you feel good, like hobbies, exercise, or spending time in nature. These can improve your mood and make you feel more connected to the world around you. For instance, a daily walk in the park not only provides physical exercise, but also the opportunity to connect with nature and potentially meet others. Remember, loneliness is a common human experience, but it's important not to ignore it. By understanding its impact and taking steps to connect with others, we can improve our well-being and help those around us feel less alone. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on mental health and well-being. Let's build a more connected and supportive community together. By addressing loneliness, we can create a world where everyone feels seen, heard, and valued.